Hey guys, this is Tim, the Berlin Trader, and we're going to go over all the crypto charts today for August 29th, 2017. We have a pretty cool event. Bitcoin is breaking 4,500, and that is the catalyst that should get us to that 5,000 level. As you see, we rolled up all the way from 2,800. That was a big rock and roll, big breakout, all the way to 4,400. And we've kind of gone sideways there for a bit. We almost cracked here on the 22nd, but we shot right back up, and that was a really good sign. High volume, if you see that, on that hammer candlestick pattern. So candlestick pattern, that hammer candlestick pattern is a long body and then the head at the top, and that's a really good reversal sign, and that's what we saw. We saw it go right back up to 4,400, where we found resistance once more. So it proved that resistance was holding. It fell back, but not so far, and now it's breaking through on that third attempt. So boom, 4,500, rejected. Boom, 4,500, rejected, and now finally we're breaking through. So that's a pretty strong breakout. If we get some volume behind this move, then we're probably going to see 5,000 quickly. If we compare that to the last move from 2,800 to 4,500, that's about 700. So that would be 5,200. But we also have a nice alignment of targets. If we check out these fib levels, I have two places where I've put Fibonacci levels. First of all, that decline from June to July, 100% at the top of the June highs and the 0% level on the July 17th lows, and that gives us a target of 261.8% at 5,000. The second fib level I mapped out, more short term, was this consolidation pattern in the last week or two, starting at the highs from August down to the lows in August, and that gives us a 161.8 retracement at 5,000 as well. So we have two fib level targets at 5,000, plus it's a big psychological level. I mean, 5,000 is probably as big as 1,000. After that we would have 10,000, but that's going to be a big level. We're going to have a lot of press coming in, we're going to have a lot of people taking profits, we're going to have a lot of people coming in before that level trying to reach it. So that's a good place to take profits and see what develops. It could break through and go to 6,000. It could also come back and retest 4,500. So again, breaking out as we speak, 4,500. Target is 5,000, and right now is a great place to entry. Put your stop under 4,500, because if we break back under that level, we're probably going to fall down to 4,000 again. But right now, it's looking good. So that's Bitcoin. That's the big news. And we can see that a lot of money is coming out of the other coins and going into Bitcoin. So, for example, if we look at Bitcoin Cash had that triangle pattern that we were watching for a breakout or a breakdown. And today we got the answer. You can see this triangle pattern. And now today we've broken to the downside. If we go to the 60-minute chart, where to get a closer look, we can see that triangle again. It was a very nice triangle. I was actually bullish on that triangle. I thought it would break to the upside, but we tried a few times here, and then here again. But today, finally, just wasn't enough strength, and we broke down. So that is now a failed bullish pattern, and now it's turned into a bearish pattern. So I do expect to see a crash in Bitcoin Cash, crash to cash, back down to the 500 level. I'd say somewhere around there, at least. Maybe we hold that and bounce back up. Maybe we continue lower, even down to 300 or so. So not looking good for Bitcoin Cash, but that money is definitely flowing into Bitcoin, as we saw a second ago. Let's check out Ethereum. So I like to go down in terms of the biggest coins first, see what the big players are doing. Ethereum is heading up on the 60-minute chart. You can see that it's heading up in this consolidation range. getting narrower and narrower, but it's still heading up. When we reach that point at around 380, I expect either breakout or break down. My target for Ethereum was 400, so if we can just break out and get to 400, then that's my target. The reason it's my target, if we go to the daily chart, is because that's where we see those all-time highs. If we look back to June 11th, we hit 400, 420. Those are our all-time highs. Let me take away the drawings. So if we can get up to those all-time highs, I think we're going to see a pullback. So that's why it's my target. I think we're definitely going to see people taking profits around 400 like me. And could break through 400. We'll see how that pattern develops. So right now it's looking strong. We can see the RSI is above 70, and contrary to popular belief, a strong RSI is not a selling condition, it is a buying condition because people are buying. So that's confirmation that this pattern is strong. So we're going up and up and up, following these moving averages. You see these moving averages, the 9 and the 20 EMAs, they're not even getting touched by the price, so a pretty strong pattern. So we're still in that one. Not a good entry point because we're at the top of the range. Good place to short maybe, but I don't short cryptos because it's too risky. Let's check out Litecoin. Actually, let's check out Ethereum against Bitcoin. So again, I like to check the prices of the coins against the dollar because that's the money I use, and against Bitcoin itself. And that gives us kind of an idea of the strength relative to Bitcoin. So if the dollar strength is strong and the Bitcoin strength is good, then that's a really good sign. And here again we have this red line, which is support from the prices back in April and May. And we've really bounced off that line and we're holding it. So we're holding that support trend line, that red line, and if we can bounce higher here, that would be a really good sign for Ethereum. I mean, think about it. Bitcoin is acting strong, and Ethereum is going up against Bitcoin. So that's a really strong sign for Ethereum. So Ethereum and Bitcoin right now are the strongest hands. Bitcoin Cash looks like one of the weakest hands at the moment. Let's check out some of the other altcoins. We have Dash, US dollar. You know, Dash made a big run in the last week or two. Up from 200 up to 300, back down to 250, back up to 400. So pretty volatile, pretty sweet run if you were in that, but right now it's just kind of falling back to 350, not really doing anything special. Doesn't really look like any kind of good pattern. If we look on another exchange, Poloniex, which has a bit more volume here in Dash. So if you trade Dash, you know, it might be better to trade it on Poloniex. We have again Dash coming up. Well, actually it hit my fib target. We had the fib target here from a pullback up there at 410 and hit it almost exactly. So those fib levels, they don't lie. I tell you what, if you learn how to use your fib levels, it's a huge advantage. But we broke out of this level here around 315 a few days ago, straight up to 400. Now we're pulling back. So if we see some consolidation, then maybe we'll see another run up. Okay, let's check out Ripple. That's another coin that's been making some runs lately. Kraken here. See, it held that support level down there. It went straight up, came back, held this support level here, bounced up again. But again, the pattern is not especially beautiful or strong. You know, it's getting all it's not a tight pattern, right? It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's all over the place. You can't really make an educated entry, right? And that's the whole point. We want to enter somewhere and place our stop below. And we need our stop to be tight. And we need our potential wins to be big. So if you can get in here at this support level, then it could run back up to 26. That will give you like a 25 to a 15-25% run. And if you lose, you only lose, you know, 4-5%. So that's a 4-to-1 reward to risk. So that means you can lose 5 times and still break even. And that's really the name of the game, is to make plays where the reward outweighs the risk by a factor of 2 or 3 or 4. If you're lucky, then even 8 or 9 or 10. But right now, Ripple's just kind of in no man's land. It's just bouncing off the support level, and we don't really see a pattern. So just kind of going to wait and see how that develops. Monero has made some runs lately too, relative to the US dollar. Let's go to the 60-minute chart. Let's drill down a bit more. Check out Monero. Prediction was pretty good there. Take away these drawings. We had that nice consolidation pattern on the 60-minute chart on the 21st and the 22nd of August. And look at that. It hit it once, hit it twice, hit it 3 times. Boom, bounced out, broke out, followed those moving averages up, and then it consolidated some more. Could have got in there, broke out. But really up here, to be honest, it's not really, it's kind of a mess if we look up here. You know, it's up, it's down, it's all around. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Here you had a nice pattern where you really could get that breakout. But if you don't have a nice pattern, then hands off. You know, stay away if it doesn't look good, because that's when you're going to get in trouble. So you want, wait for the patterns, wait for them to come to you. And when the time is right, throw everything in. So that's basically everything I see that's happening right now that's interesting. It's every day there's a new coin that we focus on. Today really it's the old standby, the classic, the gold of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin Cash, breaking out of that 4,500 level. I mean, just look at that beautiful breakout. This is textbook. If you want to study something, study this breakout, because it came up here, it stopped, came up again, it stopped, tried to break down, but it couldn't. Buyers came in, and that's a really strong sign that we were able to come back up through that level. Once it came up through that level, you could have put a little position on, but again, we hit that resistance here. We came back down, but we didn't fall. We didn't fall back down. No, we stayed up at the top of that range, and now we broke out. And that's a really good sign. When you stay at the high end of a range, that means there are no sellers, or there's a lot more buyers than sellers, and that's when the pressure builds for a breakout. And now we broke out. So what are we looking for there? We're looking for this price level. We're looking for this price to stay above this support. And if it can stay above this support, should give enough time to bring some buyers in. You know, the news starts reporting on it. People get more confident that the price is going to stay up. So you should buy more. People will buy more. People will buy in, and we'll see that support hold, and we'll see that run to 5,000. So pretty exciting times, because when Bitcoin breaks out, it always gets the news. It always gets the press. It's just fun to see more people coming into the market. The more people, the merrier. So yeah, guys, check out my links below the video. Send me a tip with Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin. If you appreciate my work, it helps me, gives me more time to make these analyses. I hope you use this stuff to make some money. Send me a message, send me an email, and let me know what you think about my predictions. Let me know how you do on your trading. And yeah, gonna keep doing these videos every day, and really cool to share those ideas. Peace.